Good afternoon to all our traders around the world. MMTs. I got the S&P 500. The S&P 500 had that major top. First, we had this pullback that we called for. Then we went up and we made the high. So the S&P has 3 reversal days in a row. I will just say from this low right here, I'm going to blow that up this way. One of the things that the S&P is going to do at 1976 is going to be our 50-day moving average, and the 40-day moving average is that blue and white line right there. The 10 and the 20, we had a sell down today, so the S&P today itself got as low as it closed at 1982, down 11.52. So basically, that's that reversal in this S&P, and there's a couple of other factors that we're going to be talking about. The S&P also had, for today, it was a late day sell program, and the Dow Jones also had extreme volatility. I will be happy to say one thing though, that once we hit that 50-day simple moving average, that white line down here, that's about, like I told you, 1976. That's the 50-day simple moving average on a daily chart. When we take a look at the S&P on a 13-minute chart, and we go ahead and you can see what today's trading was on a 13-minute chart that we use. It's a one that we use in our market maker platform, but nonetheless, the accuracy of the 13-minute. So here we are. This was on 9/19. This is the 22nd. Then, of course, we went down. We had it started with the gap down. So this is going to be the support level right here. That was over 9/12 and 9/15 on that 13-minute. However, we're going to be coming down, and this is how today looked. We rallied right up, and boom, for today. We rallied up on that opening bell. We came down. We rallied up slightly, and then for the rest of the day, we went into the closing bell, once again closing on the lows, not the highs. This is where we closed at 1982 on the 3-minute chart. Another thing that we would say about the S&P is that we're going to show a weekly chart on the S&P. And it's time to let everybody know that, listen, we've had a major topping pattern in this S&P, and it's lasted right now. This is 5 days right here. That blue line is a 10-week moving average also at 1976 is the 10-week moving average. That's also the 50-day simple moving average on the daily. The lower line on the red line is a 20-week, and that 20-week is very nice for one reason. That is going to be 1960, that red line right here. So when we rallied up off of this 20-week and we went parabolically up, then we have a major resistance level. So we take a look at the narrow range 4-day. That's narrow range. That's bigger than that one, and this one here is a little bit bigger than that cell right there. And this is on a weekly format on the S&P 500. Once again, the 50-day moving average is 1976 on a daily, and then on that weekly, it's the same thing. So the 10-week moving average on the S&P is exactly what the 50-day simple. Either buyers are stepping in, or if it starts to crack, maybe this is going to be the time where we can get all the stocks at lower price levels, and at some point across the board, we would still get this bull rally again. One of the things that we're going to do is we're closing out September, my friends. So as we get ready to go into October and we close out the September month, stocks sold off going into the close. The indexes had extremely a lot of volatility, but here's the daily chart. We'll talk about what the market was doing and why it was doing what it was doing on the S&P.